Hey everyone, this is your friend Dracodyne. Welcome back to Loomian Legacy, where today I'm going to teach you guys how to become Dracodyne Tamers, as well as Dracodyne Slayers. Now for those who missed the last episode, link to that will be down in the description below, as well as in the icon up above. But needless to say, we've actually experienced for the first time the raids of the Dracodyne, and I've got to say, those are tough. At least the normal ones. The easy modes are, pretty mediocre. Really easy to do, and luckily I was actually doing some grinding off of those, and I actually obtained more than just eggs. Now I did thought that that eggs are all that they deliver. However, after looking on Twitter, they apparently share 2 more items, and that'll be this, the fractured crowns, and also they'll be in our discs, the treasure discs. Now today we're going to be talking about the fractured crowns, because this is how you'll become Dracodyne Tamers. So with that out of the way, let me explain. So in order to obtain the Dracodyne, what you need to do is first evolve your Kaigos and bring them as Dorigos. Now they're all here, very easy peasy. So we have eggs right here at the front, followed by stripes, stars, zigs, frills, then shimmers, and we also got another one with that is a gleaming named Glimmers, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Glimmers, followed by Jade, Ruby, and Sapphire. So, to put it in explanation, I'll bring just a few for demonstration, and that'll be eggs, shimmers, and Jade. So with that out of the way, let me show you how. So all you need to do is evolve your Kaigos to become Dorigos. Really easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And ooh, pretty happy. And their names. But we're gonna ignore that. So, the way and how it works is really simple. All you need to do is grab the fractured crown, which is, quote, broken fragments from a peculiar egg. It is treasured by a certain Loomian, and that certain Loomian would be the Dorigos. So if we use it on eggs, this is what will happen. What? Eggs is evolving! Here we go! Let's watch the magic! Boom! We got our Dorigo! Congratulations, your eggs evolved into... Oh, Dracodyne. Sorry, Dorigos were the state before. And ooh, that's right, Egg Storm! One of the more scarier moves, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, bombard your foes with a shower of exploding eggs. This may leave them dazed. Yes, it will. So, what should we go for? Let's go for Bamboozled. Yep. Wow, look at him. Wow, yeah, look. There we go. We got our very first Dracodyne. Yeah, pretty happy. And I love the roar. And I've got to say, I think out of all the Loomians that I've seen, I think apart from Sentinel, who is the Gargoyle, I think these have got to be my most favorite Loomians of them all. Mostly because they are basically a dragon. And out of curiosity, don't you guys think that these guys look a little bit like Charizard off of Pokemon? I think that's where the model came from, because it has the same position, it has the same, how should I say, figure, if you know what I mean? But yeah, these are so cool. And there you go, that's how you actually become a Dracodyne Tamer. Okay, before we do that with all the other Dorigos, we're going to be doing it as well with Jade and Shimmers, because these two, they helped me a ton by teaching you how to evolve your Kaigos to become Dorigos, and I thought they deserve a treat. So we'll use that for... well, let's start with Jade. Alright, and this is what happens when you get a Fab Dorigo and evolve them to become a Dracodyne. Let's take a look. Uh-huh. You can probably tell they definitely have a symbol of royalty, like they have the ring, the gem, and their wings too. Yeah, this is so cool. And yep, they learned Egg Storm just as well. We'll go for Bamboozle again. Yep. And wow, that looks so cool. Hold up. Let's bring Jade up front. And, oh yeah, she's probably a lot bigger because Jade, if I'm not mistaken, is, yeah, 2 times bigger than the average Dracodyne. Wow, these are so cool. Like, I love the model, the gems and everything. This is definitely worthwhile. And ooh, she's ecstatic. Haha, really cool. Alright, so that'll be Jade. And now finally, we'll bring in Shimmers. And how are you doing today, bud? Ooh, you're ecstatic too. Nice. Alright, now it's your turn. Let's see what a gleaming Dorigo looks like when they become a Dracodyne. Here we go. Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Really cool! And yeah, they still have the pattern! And, ooh, yes, Egg Storm. And we'll go for Bamboozle again. Yep. Wow. Wow, they are so cool! Yeah, I really love you guys. This is so amazing! Alright, so now that you know how it works, how you'll be able to tame a Dracodyne, I'm gonna do the same for all of them that are in here, and I'm gonna show you every one of them one by one. So let's switch you all out real quick. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so I'm gonna do the same, so I'll cut ahead until I do the same for all of them, and then we'll check them out one by one. Okay, it's done, and wow, look at them all! Alright, to start things off, we have Eggs, who's my first Dracodyne, and I've gotta say, like, he definitely looks just as terrifying as the one in the raid. Really cool. And then next we have Stripes. Really cool indeed, and it looks like on his mane, it has a different pattern, if I'm not mistaken. Like, if we look at Eggs, yeah, it is. It's a different pattern. So, there is Stripes for you. Really cool indeed. And then next we have Stars. Looks really cool, and yes, star-shaped patterns on the wings, on the crown, and on the mane. Really cool indeed. And then up next we have Ziggs. Zigzag lines and the similar colors, and I think as well, yeah, their stripes are different colors too. And then finally we have Frills, and yep, pretty self-explanatory. He has all the colors, the patterns, and everything. Really cool. And then up next we have all the royals. We have Jade, who is our queen, our very first Fab Egg Dracodyne. And I've gotta say, like, she looks definitely like a queen, like the crown and the ring and the gemstone right at the center. Really cool indeed. And then next, we have Ruby, who's basically the same as Jade, just in a hue of red. And then finally, we have Sapphire, who's basically the same, just in a hue of blue. And also, I'm gonna bring Shimmers up to the team, just for the future, because I thought they were really, really cool. Alright, now that I've shown you guys how you could become Dracodyne Tamers, now it is time for me to show you how I became a Dracodyne Slayer. That's right, I took on the normal challenge a few times, and on my final attempt, I've been able to pull it through. I defeated the Dracodyne. Now the Loomians that I've used to defeat the Dracodyne are as follows. So at the front, we have Smile, who is my Merc, and his battle is as follows. We have Tsunami, Fungus Curse, Life Drain, and Sap Plant. And on his training is as follows. And yes, I've used a few shards, I used a few gummies. That's how he was able to get that boost. Then up next we have Danny, my Reptidon, and his moves are as follows. We have Lava Slash, Fire Breath, Fire Slam, and Mudslide. Very simple to explain. And here is his training, and wow, definitely a speedy boy. And then finally we have, right over here, Death Star. And his moves are as follows. We have Frost Beam, Hypnotize, Square One, and Soul Drain. Now Frost Beam I actually obtained from the Battle Coliseum. It cost up to 100 CP, really easy to get. And then we have Hypnotize, which I actually got on the main adventure. I don't remember where or when, so we have that too. And then I retaught him Square One. Square One is really important when it comes to defeating the normal raid Dracodyne. And his training is as follows. Very simple to explain. These are the 3 Loomians that I've used to defeat the Dracodyne. Oh, and one more thing. For item-wise, I gave them all milkshakes, and that you can obtain from the Sweet Retreat, which has occurred just a few months ago. So yes, they all have milkshakes, and those are the Loomians that I've used to defeat the Dracodyne. Now I did save a small clip for you all to see, and I'm gonna cut off the audio because the audio is actually really bad. Like, I was talking a little quietly, and when I started to speak up, it started to, like, spike a little bit. So here's how I've battled. I have Smile at the front, Death Star in the back, and Danny at the center. And luckily we fought alongside with Lucy. Now the reason why that's a good thing is because she has the bunny key, or she starts off with the bunny key. And the reason being is as follows. So as you can see, I've used Fungus Curse for Smile, and not only will that affect Smile, it will also affect the bunny key. And that's really essential because the Dracodyne has a move known as Egg Rain, or Egg Storm I should say, and that's super effective against the bunny key and Smile. But with Fungus Curse, that changes things up. It changes our weakness from dark to light, so the Egg Storm is not going to have any effect on us. And also, for Smile, I use Life Drain after I use Fungus Curse a few times. That way I'll be able to regain health just to keep Smile alive. Very simple explanation. And yeah, there are other moves that the Dracodyne uses, like High Screech. There's also Jet Stream, and also Shrewd Blast, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, as you can see, this is what's keeping Smile alive. And one more thing. I keep an eye on my energy, just so that I have enough to do a Fungus Curse again, because we're not going to stay as Fungus forever. There is going to be a point where both the Bunnicky and I are going to return to behaving like plants, and I need to make sure that I have just enough energy as much as possible. Yes, as you can see, I've let my guard down to rest, and the Bunnicky uses the Wonder Herb. I actually don't know what that does. So, yep, as you can see, we return to behaving like a plant. And oh, one more thing. You may have noticed that I did have milkshakes for all of them. What those do is they will help us regain our health if we go below half. Basically, they'll help us regain a fourth of our health, and that's really essential when it comes to facing that Dracodyne, because we need all the health that we can get. But as you can see, we're nearly wounded, but luckily I've been able to pull off a fungus curse before I get knocked out. The Bunny's still alive, and then I bring out Danny. Now the reason why I brought out Danny is because he has fire-type moves, and those are super effective against the Dracodyne. So as you can see, I've used a fire-type move, and we're already 3/4 of the way there, or actually 1/4 of the way there. The Dracodyne is 3/4 of the way defeated. Now, if it weren't for the Bunny, who used the Pine Shot 5 times, we probably wouldn't have made it through at this point. As you can see, that Pine Shot did a lot of damage, although the Bunny has fainted. She then brings out a Lyricat, which hopefully does a few extra damage as I use my fire-type moves. Very simple to explain, not much to explain there. We're already halfway there. Dracodyne's really mad. And I also keep an eye for any stats. So as you can see, his health increased, but no other stats are used. And that's really important because for Death Star, whom I added on the team, he has one move that I will explain a little later. But as you can see, we're using Danny at the moment, using fire-type moves. They're doing a lot of damage. And Fire Breath, and also Fire Breath is a move from the Coliseum, although Danny already knows it. Fire Breath is a really powerful move. As you can see, it does a lot of damage, super effective, it brings it down a ton. And yeah, the Dracodyne uses Egg Storm once again. And yes, I gave the milkshake to Danny as well. That way he'll heal if it gets down to that point. Yes, we're bringing him down a ton. Lyricat used Resonate, and we're already 1/4 of the way there. Or 3/4 of the way. Dracodyne's 1/4 down. Now all that's left is to clear those stats that the Dracodyne just used. As you can see, he used a lot of stat abilities. That makes him super OP. Definitely very dangerous, and as you can see, it knocked both of us out. Luckily, we still have Death Star. Now, Death Star has a move known as Square One. Square One basically resets all the stat boosts. Basically, it brings them back to 0, which is really good because at this point, Dracodyne is super OP. So yes, we use stat 1, then his stats were reset, and that way, when we use super effective moves, it will do a lot more damage, and also with the moves that he used against Death Star would not have as much effect. As you can see, we're starting to do a lot better. We use Frostbeam because it's super effective, and as you can see, it does a lot of damage, and the Egg Storms and the Jetstream, all of that, doesn't do as much damage to us, not very effective. We're doing really well, we're getting really close, and that is at that point that I know that we have this. And I'm pretty sure Death Star used his milkshake as well. Oh, now he did. And at this point, kaboom! We defeated the Dracodyne! And not only that, like the sheer excitement that I've gotten from that rewards, yep. You can see right there, we got the Dracodyne saddle, which is actually a really small chance in normal mode. But there you have it. We actually got it, and oh yeah, nightmare mode. We do have that, but I will talk about that in a moment. But now that that's done and out of the way, time to check out the saddle. Look at this! This is so cool! Like, we're a dragon riding on a dragon. This, I've gotta say, is definitely one of my favorite Loomians that I've ever seen in all Loomian Legacy. This is so cool, and I think I'm gonna use this saddle from now on, just because it looks so cool. And yes, again, definitely looks a lot like a Charizard. Wow, like, seriously guys, you have no idea how excited I was. Like, that was something. Like, I really enjoyed it. And also, one more thing, before we end the episode, let's check out our Loomians in action. Let's check out to see what the Dracodynes can do. Now, I did brought the shimmers at the front. So if we were to encounter a new Loomian around here, there we go. We have Twiddle. Ooh, they sound really powerful. Alright, now let's use Egg Storm. And the Egg Storm is what really got me, like, in those raids all those time. And it's really powerful, like, so powerful. Oh, I love them. I love them so much. This is so cool. Well, there you have it. So that'll be it for this episode concerning of Loomian Legacy. Now, if you enjoy it, remember, feel free to leave a like and consider joining our Adventure Clan by subscribing. Now, do you guys want me to try out Nightmare Mode? Because I have heard it's going to be a lot harder. There's a lot more that you need to do. If you guys want to see me try that out, you know what to do. Feel free to leave a like and consider joining our Adventure Clan by subscribing, and also let me know down in the comments below. And also, let me know what are your strategies on defeating the Dracodyne. I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, feel free to join me on our next adventure. Till then, this is Dragon Questy. See you later!